Guys, I hope you're doing super well. In this video, what I want to be talking about is the best niches moving forward in 2020. It's a question that I do get asked a lot. So I want to just cover it and kind of put an ender to that conversation and just really show you guys and tell you guys the best niches that I personally think the best niches for your SMMA moving forward into 2020. As always guys, just before we do get started, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Massively helps push my channel forward and reach more people, and once again it helps me help more people. Look guys, best niches for 2020. Now if you follow me for quite a while, you probably already know my answer to this. That said, I want to, as I said before, I want to do a video that really covers it and really just shows you and tells you why I think the way that I think. Without further ado, I'm sure it's not going to be a surprise to many of you, but for those of you new to my channel, the best niche for your SMMA is without a doubt the e-com niche. Now, what's my reasoning behind that? Why do I think that? Obviously, there is reasons behind it. I have covered it in other videos again, but I think for everybody, no matter where you're at, whether you're advanced, whether you're beginning, your journey or anything like that, it doesn't matter where you're at, the e-com niche is the best niche for you without a doubt, hands down. And the reason behind my kind of reasoning for that is simply because it ticks all the boxes that you want to tick and it just stands above all of the niches. Now, the first thing, okay, you can get clients anywhere in the world, right? Let's put it this way. For you to get to 6 figures, you need 4 clients paying you $2,000 a month. That's probably the most common kind of makeup of a 6-figure agency, is probably got around 4 clients at $2,000. That's quite an average kind of, as I said before, that's quite an average makeup of a 6-figure agency. Having 4 clients each paying $2,000 a month, that obviously equals $8,000 a month, 6 figures a year, right? Getting 4 clients in the e-com niche is the easiest way to 6 figures. It's the easiest niche to get clients, and then to get 4 clients to make you 6 figures a year, it's the easiest one without a doubt. You can get clients globally. So 4 people out of the entire globe, no matter where you're currently based. I mean, for some good context for you guys, I'm currently based in Australia and I only have 1 client in Australia. 1 client, that's it. Currently, I've got 8 clients. 1 of the clients isn't based in Australia. The rest are all over the globe. I've got some in Europe, I've got a couple in Canada, and the majority of them are in the US. So no matter where you're based, whether you're based in England, Australia, a third world country, Portugal, anywhere in Europe, doesn't matter. You can get clients anywhere in the world, and I'm a perfect example of that. Where I'm currently based in Australia, I mean, I could get more clients in Australia. It's not that I'm like kind of steering away from it, but I've only got 1 client where I'm based, and I'm based in Australia. So that's the first thing. And I know before any of you say like, I can do that in the real estate niche, I can do that in the gym niche, restaurant niche, you can get clients globally within those other niches. Like, there's nothing stopping you getting a US based client if you're based in Australia, or vice versa, or whatever. But the thing that I found within e-com is that it's far more acceptable to be working with a US based client, or a UK client, or a Europe based client, and you're on the other side of the world. It's far more acceptable simply because e-com, obviously, as you guys know, it's all online. So I find, this is personal experience. Once again, I can only talk on this channel about a personal experience. That said, from personal experience, I've just noticed that it's far more acceptable having international clients within the e-com niche, right? That's tip number 1, if you like. That's reason number 1 why I 100% believe that e-com is the best niche. Now, reason number 2, the results that you can generate for an e-com client are far unmatched to any other niche, okay? Let's compare it to, right? Let's compare e-com with a gym niche, for example, okay? So with the gym niche, you get a client that's based in area X, okay? Obviously areas are gonna differ. Let's say your client has a gym and it's based in a certain area, right? The absolute maximum amount of kind of radius, amount of people that you can target is probably, for a maximum, I'd say maybe 20-25 kilometer radius around that gym, okay? So that's the amount of people you can target. Once you've hit everybody in that area, and then you've retargeted them, and everybody who's gonna sign up has already signed up, that's it. Like, what else do? You can't You know, you can't target more people because like people just genuinely aren't gonna drive 30, 40, 50 kilometers to a gym. I mean, they probably won't even drive 25 kilometers to a gym. Really, you know, more realistic numbers, it's probably more around the 15 kilometer radius max. But even if you do go to the 25K, you know, radius, that's all you can target. You can't target anybody else because nobody else is gonna drive to the gym. Now let's compare that, so that's your radius on a gym. Let's compare that with an e-com brand that sells, even if, you know, majority of e-com brands do sell globally, but let's just go with an e-com brand that sells solely in Australia, for example, okay? Obviously it's a smaller country in comparison to like the US and whatnot. I mean, in Australia, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's around 25 million population. So you imagine your target, or your client's target audience. You kind of subdivide that 25 million into your target audience. There's at least a couple million, probably maybe even, you know, upwards of 7 million, but at least a couple million. You imagine how many people are in that 25 kilometer radius, right? So you've got that now, you've got the idea of like a small 25 kilometer radius compared to like a couple million. Now imagine the results, the difference in results, right? So if you're doing that 25 kilometer radius, granted, you might be able to get really good results, but that's not gonna last very long. Now, if you look at the couple million who are genuinely targeted to your client's brand, you're going to be able to produce insane results, like absolutely insane results, which obviously will then directly correlate to the amount of money, you know, the retainer that you can charge each month to your client as a service fee, and the length that you can keep it on, because you're gonna be able to consistently every single month generate those same results, because there's just so many people within the audience. You're never gonna tire out the audience. Granted, on Facebook, you might tire out a certain interest or a certain audience, but your entire audience, you know, your global kind of audience for that client isn't going to get, it's not going to get tired out. It's not going to get, it's not going to experience any sort of fatigue. Conversely, like I said before, with gyms, you're very, very quickly going to experience fatigue. So I mean, they're just two reasons off the top of my head that I can think of why e-com smashes all other industries, all other niches. Now I know that a lot of people might be thinking for beginners, and this is only because they've got the preconception of e-com, and they might probably maybe be thinking that they can't do it as a beginner. Trust me when I say this, I have students who I see firsthand, never done anything within the agency world. They come onto my 4-week program or whatever it is, and they absolutely kill it within the e-com niche. And here's how they do it, okay? So first things first, they've never run any ads. Not a problem. They get a contractor who's a killer contractor, gets amazing results, in good price range, all that kind of stuff. They get a contractor that runs the results, right? Runs the ads and generates the results. Then they just use some sort of outreach method. I'm not gonna sell anything that I do, but as you guys know, I do have that kind of really, really powerful, structured, amazing outreach method. They use that. Once again, that's outreach taken care of. Then they just need to run the agency as a whole. There's nothing different to running an e-com agency to running a gym, like a local business agency, right? There's nothing different. The only thing that's different is service delivery, outreach methods, and all that kind of stuff. But once you got that down packed, there's nothing different to actually running an e-com agency. For me personally, I just can't understand why people still are in the local business niche. I mean, I understand if they genuinely prefer delivering results for gyms than they would e-com, but I mean, I personally haven't met anyone who genuinely prefers delivering results to gyms than they would e-com. I mean, e-com's so good because you can literally see $50 has been spent, $250, $300, $350, $400 has been brought in for an X amount of ROI, X amount of ROAS. And then on top of all of that stuff, then you can even delve more into it and do percentages of ROAS that you generate for your clients. So you might have a flat fee of like $2,000 per month, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 per month service fee. That's what you get paid. But then you've got a 10% ROAS deal with the client, which is where obviously 10%, 50%, 20%, whatever it is, 7%, whatever it is, you've got that deal in place so that when you generate results, if you generate your clients 20,000 in 1 month, you will get 10% or 15% of what you generate on top of your already flat service fee. So I mean, I personally can't understand. I know I'm getting a bit excited in this video, but it's just because I'm so passionate about the e-com niche. I know it's the best niche, and I just really do believe that everybody should be in that niche. I think it is honestly the best, no matter where you're at, whether you're beginning, whether you're experienced or advanced, whatever. E-com niche, I mean, there's really not a better niche out there. So guys, moving forward into 2020, you should definitely get in the e-com niche. And if you do make that transition, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. I personally own a very successful e-com agency, and 95% of the content that I post on this YouTube channel is very heavily tailored to the e-com niche within SMMA, you know, e-com agency, e-com SMMA. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this makes you realize how powerful it is if you do switch to the e-com niche. And with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.